Hey there, awesome question. Why would I be running around with spirit guides that are not of this lifetime's heritage? This is Jeannie with Blaha with Take a Walk with Your Angels and JoyfulAims.com. I have to share a little anecdotal story that happened a few years back, quite a number of years back actually, in which I was serving in a restaurant and a gentleman asked me in a way that was quite aggressive, I would say. He was confrontive and obviously a bit of ego attached to his question, in which he said, okay, fine, if you're so good at what you do, which I don't say that I'm good at what I do, I just say this is what I am. But anyway, he's like, if you're so good at what you do, what kind of guides do I have running around me? And I said, actually, you right now, currently, you have a lot of Native Americans around you. Well, that's impossible. It's very apparent that you suck at what you do. And I was like, oh, okay. He goes, why would I have Native American guides? I'm not Native American. Well, guess what? Oftentimes you'll have guides coming in from many different heritages that are attempting to get a message across to you, especially if you are doing any kind of manipulation or control, or there's ego bent in some of your intentions. And in his case, he was applying their medicine in not great, empowering ways. Very much wrapped up in a big ball of ego. And they were having a little fit about it. Like they were, by rights, were like, what are you doing? So not always are they going to come in that way. I'll give you a little personal example. In the last few years, I've been being visited a lot myself by many different traditions, many different heritages and spiritualities. I'm talking guides, of course. And most recently, I had a whole field show up. I was asking for help regarding a situation in which I felt a lot of dark spirits around that had been throwing things at me physically, attempting to cause harm, definitely doing damaging things to vehicles and more. And it wasn't human because I can see things. So I knew, and I was there. I was present for it. So I can see these were spiritual entities or forms. For my eyes, they look real. And they were attempting to harm. They wanted us out of where we were. So I called in some guys. I said, hey, you know what? And I couldn't even get out the question or the invite to say, can you please step up? We need some extra help here. Zoom. It was like this flourish. And it happened to be about 8 to 10 Native Americans in spirit, just soared in right away. And they went about instructing me to create something on my wall with eagle feathers that had been gifted to me by Native Americans. Whites are not supposed to have these feathers unless they are given to them by Native Americans. And I was instructed this by 3 different Native Americans in form here. And they said, normally we don't give these to white people, but because of what you do and what your work is about, you need to be flying with your eagle spirit. And in their case, they call it my totem. And we need you to make sure that your flight is safe. So anyway, during this period of time, they said, we need you to put something up on the wall in your home in such a way, we're going to instruct you how it's going to go up, and then you'll see, that's going to show you that we are here with you, we're surrounding you. So I was like, okay, tell me exactly what to do. And they set about setting up this whole array of feathers and horns and you name it. And I stepped back from it and I said, you guys, you just made me your headdress. And they said, yes, we have you with a headdress around you to make sure that you are safe now. You will be safe now. Well, so a year goes by here, 10 months or so. And I was feeling the same sense of, when you get a feeling like we have to get out of here, like this spirits that are around here want to maintain this space. They're very unhappy and they're going to continue to cause harm if we stay. And I said, it's okay. I'm in for moving. And immediately those 8 to 10 Native Americans in spirit came and said, let's go. And I said, where are we going? You're going to Montana. I said, oh. And they said, we have been urging you and inviting you to come with us to Montana for a while now. And it has been even before you came here to this present spot, and you'll see soon. So jump ahead a few months later, and lo and behold, the same U-Haul truck that took us to a different state with Sacagawea on the side of it, with Montana on the side of it, shows up at our current place in Montana. just sitting there on the corner. So you're going to get little signs of that from spirit guides that are working with you. Now, how do you know if they're working on your behalf or not? It's easy to know. It's just like anyone in form here. You can feel the difference. If they're looking to manipulate you or cause you harm, you can tell. I mean, we can all tell. It's in our gut. It's in a sense of our body. One of the biggest indications that they're giving me now from the quantum is when your body starts to shake around people, know that you're running into high chemical imbalance. So if you're standing next to somebody or you're in a line somewhere and you start to go, what is going on? Did I have too much caffeine today? Or why is my body feeling trembly and like my hands aren't steady? That you're probably right near somebody. You're picking up on the imbalance, that too many chemicals running through their system. So you might, as I said, you could end up with guides that aren't necessarily of this current form heritage. Doesn't mean in your concurrent lifetimes you weren't, say, Native American 15 times. Or say you have, for me, I have a lot of guides coming in from South America as well. And they said I have thousands of lifetimes there. So you could be sitting there going, this is so bizarre because I'm white as white, whatever it is or whatever your heritage is. And why would I be having these guides here? Well, guess what? These concurrent lifetime states are, why would you not have these guides that have been accompanying you and showing you the way many times over? Of course they're going to come no matter what costume you decide to wear this lifetime. So enjoy your experiences with your current guides. If you've been wondering for 25 years why you are, say, Latino, but you have a lot of African guides, now you know. You have spent time in Africa, and some of your concurrent lifetimes are rich with that heritage. So go with it, allow them in. You can always feel when it's like this great feeling of safety, and they're helping you in ways that if they weren't there, things would be a lot harder and struggly and maybe a lot more costly. Those are the guides that you listen to. They're helping you to ease the way. They know what you've already been through. They know what can get you through. They're going to work on your behalf. They're going to make sure that there are ways that you get to be assisted in the form that you're in today. They're going to assist you in that way. They're going to direct you. Their whole point is to ease the way, to bring you more peace, to bring you more joy, to bring you a state of wonder even. So if you need some personalized assistance with this, to get in touch with your guides, I'm always available for that. Check it out, takeawalkwithyourangels.joyflames.com, either one. And I have several options available. And then if you love specials, I love specials. I always have loves offering specials. I have a 50% deal as well at the Wings Up Club. Check it out. And if you love this video or feel like I just talked to somebody about this, please feel free to share it on. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can stay up to date on all the information coming in from the quantum. All right, take care. Love you lots. This is Jeannie from Blaha. Talk soon.